Hey everybody, I'm RocketBomberAndyb here, and I'm finally back. And man, it's been a while. I haven't made a video since about the summer, and I'm not sure what got into me. But I'm back, and I'm here to stay. Well, at least I hope so. So anyway, Happy New Year to all. And as you know, a new year means new gaming experiences. Well, okay, maybe it's not technically a new year yet, but, December 31st, closest thing there is, minor details, whatever. So anyway, these are going to be a few of the games that I'm interested in seeing in the new year. Now, this is going to be a personal list, so these are games that I am personally interested in seeing and probably are going to get in the new year. So, without further ado, let's get on with this. This is RocketBomberAndyb's top 5 games that are coming out in 2014. Here we go. Number 5. So, if you've been keeping up with Nintendo news lately, like yours truly, you'll know that in the latest Nintendo Direct, they announced the Legend of Zelda spin-off known as Hyrule Warriors. They didn't go into too much detail about it, but Hyrule Warriors seems kind of like a Dynasty Warriors game except with, well, Zelda characters, and it honestly looks pretty epic if you ask me. Nintendo also stated that they're teaming up with the people who brought you the Warriors series. Now, I'm not sure if they meant Dynasty Warriors, or Samurai Warriors, or even Warriors Oriochi. They kinda didn't specify. But anyway, this is one of those games that could be either really good or really bad, depending on how you look at it. Personally, I think it looks pretty cool, and I love to see it succeed and get off the ground. But if it does, let's not be surprised if there's Hyrule Warriors Gundam. Number 4. Monster Hunter is awesome. It's all about fearless hunters going up against epic monsters and kick-ass boss fights. Now, I've played Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and I think it's easily one of the best Wii U/3DS exclusives. And now that Monster Hunter 4 is coming out, I think it's going to be even better. Now, I know that Monster Hunter 4 has been out in Japan for 2 months now, but it hasn't been confirmed for a Western release by Capcom. But, if it does get released here, this could be like, a new window for other Japanese exclusives to come here to the States. Now, some people may say that Monster Hunter gets really repetitive with you having to fight the same monster over and over again and keep swinging your sword. I mean, what's fun about that? Well, for those of you who think that, you're completely wrong. Monster Hunter takes a lot of skill and understanding about the monster you're facing. A monster may have a certain weak point somewhere on its body, like maybe its back or maybe its heart. Maybe it has a certain element that excels at, or maybe it's weak to. So you can make appropriate armor or, weapons that can exploit its weaknesses and fend off their strengths. And it's not just the monsters too, you also need to have a good understanding of the location you're fighting in. Maybe you're fighting in a climate that's very cold or very hot. Man, this is a pretty complicated game. Maybe this is one of the reasons that it was never really released here in America. Well, most of the games. Maybe Capcom thought that, a Western audience wouldn't grasp all these concepts and all these things you have to keep up with. And, maybe it's a little bit understandable. Due to what games an American audience appeals to, what kind of games sell here in America, which has good reviews. But bottom line, I want a new Monster Hunter game here in America, and I truly hope that Capcom brings Monster Hunter 4 over. Number 3. Kirby is back, and after 2 years of neglect, the pink puffball finally makes his long-awaited return on the Nintendo 3DS in the form of Kirby's Triple Deluxe. Although I do fail to see why they've named it Kirby Triple Deluxe, because I don't see anything really triple about it. Maybe it's triple the Kirby fun? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, stupid name aside, I still think this game looks pretty cool. I mean, after playing Epic Yarn, it's nice to see that Kirby's finally back in, his, original roots, like, Superstar style. So this game is, a 2.5D platformer. For those of you who don't know, this 2.5D game is kind of like, it's basically a 2D game except it uses 3D elements. Now you can see things coming at Kirby from the background, and you're like launching at him. It honestly looks pretty cool. And I don't have the footage here to show you, but I saw in another Japanese trailer that this game also has tilt response technology, which is basically like when you move around the console and things happen in-game, which is similar to another game in the Kirby series, Tilt and Tumble for the Game Boy Color. So that's all I really can say about the game so far. So, in conclusion, I am looking forward to the Pink Puffball's return in 2014 under the name Kirby's Triple Deluxe. And that name is still seriously ridiculous. Number 2. Wait, what's this? A game? That's not Nintendo? On a RocketBomberAndyb top 5/top 10 list? I think the world is coming to an end. I mean, all intelligent life forms on Earth being destroyed. What in the name of Kami could have caused such mind-rotting catastrophe?
Dragon Ball Z! Battle of Z!
Thank you, Yamcha, for that answer. Yeah, moving on.
All-new DBZ game in over 2 years!
Now, I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I love Dragon Ball Z. It's my favorite anime series of all time. And, you know, one of the reasons I even wanted to get a PS3 in the first place was because of all the cool Dragon Ball Z games. And I know Battle of Z is going to be no exception to that rule.
Bursting projectiles! Never before seen chaotic battles! As the Z battle reaches new heights!
So Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z seems to focus a lot on multiplayer battles, which is cool. Playing with your buddies is always a plus. And I've tried out the demo, and for the most part, it was a good game. Now, there were a few things I was concerned about, as I wanted to know if the single player was going to be as good as the other Dragon Ball Z games, like Tenkaichi 2 for the PS2. Also, my major complaint about this game is, I guess, the camera. I mean, this game can get pretty hectic with 8 players on screen. There's just a bunch of crap flying across the screen. It's crazy. And, you know, the camera's just swinging around everywhere, and you don't know where you are, and then you get blasted to the side of the wall by Nappa, and you don't know how to do Destructo Disc even though you're pressing the buttons. Yeah, it happens. Now, I don't think that this is going to be the best Dragon Ball Z game there ever is, but hey, I am looking forward to the multiplayer action that Battle of Z seems to deliver. And if that's the case, then that's one package I know I'm opening. And there is my customary lame joke to end off this segment. Check. Alright, on to number 1. Number 1. It was confirmed in Nintendo's press conference at E3 2012. Fans replied with great applause. However, that applause would seem meaningless, as Nintendo would refuse to go into any further detail for the next year. But then, it happens. Nintendo at E3 2013 shows off gameplay footage, showing off the game all fans have wanted for a long time. Then they put up the website, updating it daily with screenshots and new character info. Do you know what game I'm talking about? Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Super Smash Bros. Is awesome, but you already know that. It's easily one of the best local multiplayer experiences you could ever get. And now, after so many years of waiting and so many top 10 character lists and whatnot, 2014 is set as the date for the release of the new Super Smash Bros. New characters, new stages, new modes, the addition of online play. What more can I say? And yeah, they said something about not including a story mode because of something about cutscenes being leaked online or some BS like that. But, you know, I'm pissed too, but let's be honest. Smash Bros. Has been mainly about the multiplayer anyway. But no matter how you slice it, Smash Bros. Will still be Smash Bros. An awesome Nintendo fighting game. See you all next time.